It's the Sean Widmer Podcast. It's a journal by someone that just really doesn't like to write.
Let's talk about the luck of the podcast, shall we? Today, we're going to discuss something with the grocery stores. You know I love a good grocery store story. We got to talk to the grocery store people. So if you're a grocery store person listening, I have got some very real thoughts for you coming up in a second. Obviously, it was an awesome weekend in my household in the sporting world. Talk about that in a little bit. But we got to talk about the luck of the podcast to kick it off. Unbelievable how this goes. So last night I got home a little late from my brother-in-law's house. We were watching that Bears game. More on that in a little bit. But I got home late. I was like, okay, well, I'm not going to record the podcast in the middle of the night. I'll wake up a little early on Monday morning, record the podcast early, and Bob's your uncle. We'll be good to go. So I set my alarm 5:45. Now, my kids, they've been waking up later than normal. They've been waking up in this like 7:15, 7 o'clock, 7:15. And so I'm like, okay, 5:45, I wake up. I'm going to just take a moment, catch my breath, and then I'm going to go record the podcast, and it's going to be great and kick off my day. I'm not kidding you. I sat down in this chair at 6:05. Now, the dog is just going crazy. The dog whimpering, barking, just can't handle life. The dog barking all the time, it feels like, in the morning. And then she chills out in the afternoon. She wears herself out. She chills out in the afternoon and falls asleep. But in the morning, this thing is an insane animal. So I'm taking care of the dog, getting the dog out. Sit down. Hear the dog whimpering in the other room, bring the dog into this room. I'm just trying to figure out where we can be in a good spot. I look down at my baby monitor for the kids. Huck is awake. Olivia is awake. And they're both walking around looking for me at 6:05. I think, what is happening? So I go upstairs. Huck needed to go to the bathroom, so I get that. Olivia now is just like, well, I just want to wake up. I want to go downstairs. Nope, you still have an hour. In fact, you don't have school today, so you have as much. This is the day you can sleep as long as you want. Now, on a normal Monday, she'll sleep until 6:35, 6:40 when I have to wake her up, get her ready for school, get her out the door. And when I go get her, she is a legitimate sack of potatoes. She cannot move. She complains the whole time that she's awake. She doesn't want to go to school. Why am I up so early? It's hilarious. Today, she could sleep until 9 o'clock. She's up at 6:05, walking around. Everyone, I hit record, and not kidding, I hit record the first time, maybe 20 seconds in, I hear both children out of the speaker of my phone asking where I'm at. The luck of the podcast is insane. If I hit record, something in my house or something with my family will happen. It is inevitable. So it's kind of fun. I love them both. I did tell Huck he was ready to party rock. And I was like, brother, your father does not have it in him. Your father does not have it in him yet. So I know you probably want to come downstairs and watch or play Hot Wheels and race every car. We raced every Hot Wheels car forever yesterday. But I'm like, your father does not, the patience meter is still filling. It's slowly filling, but we're not there yet. We're not to a level where it can say, start playing and the rest will charge while we're playing. We're not there yet. We are still near empty. So he did go back to sleep. Thank goodness. Well, I think so. I'm looking at him now. He might just be holding his stuffed animals, just kind of anticipating my return up to his bedroom in hopes that I will bail him out for Hot Wheels action. Big moment yesterday, though, with Huck. We brought up Candyland. We brought up games. I thought yesterday afternoon, Woods was sleeping. I told the big kids, I go, let's do something. We've been playing Hot Wheels cars with Huck all day. We need to switch it up. So let's play games. My daughter loves them. She's like, yes. So I go grab the games. Candyland's the most basic, and Huck has been a terror with our games. We had a bunch of games like Chutes and Ladders. Oh, there was another one we had. We had a memory game. We had this weird like alphabet game, and Huck destroyed all of them. Destroyed them. He went through, ripped every piece apart, took the tokens, broke them. If there was a spinner involved, he ripped the spinner in half. He destroyed our games. It made me so mad because I loved them, and he just destroyed them. Candyland, he's pretty much destroyed. Every single Candyland card is folded in half, ripped. It's terrible. And so we get it out, and I'm like, okay, we're going to play through the brokenness. And he sat down, and to his credit, played the whole game and loved it. He loved it. He did ask at one point, why are the cards bent? I said, because of you, dude. This card right here, the peanut brittle card, has a hole in the middle of it because you tried to eat it. That's why, buddy. He's like, oh, okay. Kind of giggled. I thought, oh, man. So I think we're at the point, though, where he is now liking the games and can follow the instructions. We might need to get back into purchasing some children's games because it's also really fun to do with the kids. It's fun to play games with the kids. And I whooped him in Candyland. I mean, I whooped him. I pulled the ice cream cone cart a little bit midway into the game. The kids had kind of been bouncing back and forth between the peppermint world and the peanut brittle world. Huck couldn't help but draw the whole card with a hole in it after he was near the end. And they both skyrocketed back to the beginning of the game. And I pulled that ice cream cone. Oh, smooth sailing. Right into the King's Castle. Good game. Very basic game. Very fun when your kids are into it. I need to tell the grocery store people this. We've got to get this out there. This needs to be changed. I don't know why this happens. I don't know why they do this. So my wife is big on grocery pickup. Makes her order. And you know that if you know me, you know I am as anti-grocery pickup as they come. It's my least favorite grocery pickup is. Because I love going into a grocery store. I love going into stores, period. I love it. I love browsing around. I love walking around. I love checking out stuff, seeing what's new, what's the new movie to cereal box tie-in. I love all this stuff. I love seeing the people that work at the grocery store. At the grocery stores I've had growing up, I would make relationships with the checkers and the people who bag the groceries. I had relationships with all of them. I loved going to the grocery store. And my wife just does grocery checkout. She never wants to go in. And that's most people, I think, anymore. I know that back in the radio show days, I got outnumbered. We did a 7 calls says it all. 7 calls, do you like going into the grocery store or grocery store pickup? And it was like 6-1 grocery store pickup. Now, I know there's some of you out there who are with me, you like going in. And the reason I know that, I go to the grocery store, and I do see the rest of you who, like me, need that little bit of grocery store interaction. But when it comes to grocery store pickup, my wife will place our order, and one of us will pick it up, bring it home, you unload it into the kitchen. This has probably happened it has to be at least 4 times, maybe more, but I just remember the last 4. We go through 2 things in our house more than anything in the world: eggs and bananas. We cannot have enough eggs. We cannot have enough bananas. The kids will eat 1,000,000 bananas in the morning for breakfast if they could, or eggs for breakfast if they could. And Woods would eat every banana in Lexington throughout the course of a day if he had access to it. So we always are getting eggs and we're always getting bananas. They're always just coming through. Every grocery pickup, regardless of what we need, we start with eggs and bananas. And I don't know who is at the grocery store putting together the grocery pickup orders. What are we doing? Like I said, 4 times at least in a row, we have got the greenest bananas I've ever seen in my life. I'm talking dark green, not getting to that point where they're yellow green, dark green, 6, 7 dark green bananas. Worthless, absolutely worthless. Okay. These things are days away, maybe a week away from being ripe. I'm not buying food in hopes to eat them in a week. I'm buying the food to use it. They're unusable. And then that really steamrolls because I will then have the green bananas. We put them where the bananas go, and my son Woods cannot walk by the bananas without going crazy. And when he sees them there, he goes nuts and he can't move on with his day until he has a banana. And we've got a lot of groceries. We're instinctually just putting stuff where it goes. And we're not thinking like, oh, the green bananas, I need to hide them. I also don't want to hide bananas in my house because I'll forget about them. And then I've got rotten bananas in my house in 2 weeks. So we just put the bananas where they go, right there on the countertop. No matter what the color is, but they're always green on grocery pickup. Why would you put them in there? Who is working at the grocery store that's like, you know what? These people ordered 6 bananas. I bet you they don't want them ripe. I bet you they want them really, really unusable for an extended period of time. It's crazy. I don't even know why they have these bananas in the store, how they got access to them. It's almost like they should just send us the chicken instead of the eggs. So next time I go, the greenest bananas and a chicken, and I'll just wait for my groceries. The old-fashioned way. I'll wait for them to show up weeks later. It's crazy. So we need to put an end to that. When I order bananas, I want the bananas to be the color of a banana, yellow. Okay? And I there should not have to, there shouldn't even be an option where you can say, do you want them green bananas or yellow bananas? Just yellow bananas. Kids go to school and they're like learning colors, basic colors. What is red? And there's always a fire truck on that picture, right? What is blue? Sometimes you get a ball. I feel like ball ends up in the blue page a whole lot. What is green? You get a leaf on the green page. Every page, every book that has yellow, and they're trying to describe yellow, has a banana on it, except for the grocery store pickup people. They're like, wait a second. The green page? So let's end that, please. When I order my bananas, when I order my eggs, I want yellow bananas, and I don't want the chicken. I just want the eggs. Thank you. I hope that's not too much to ask. I appreciate it. Uh-oh. Oh, no. The Kelly's What Are You Into didn't work. It worked through the speakers on my... Worked on the speakers on my monitor. I didn't even know my monitor had speakers. All right, well, Kelly's What Are You Into? If you were watching the video, you saw it fire off. If you were listening to the podcast, you might have heard it deep in the background. I don't know. I'm not going to fix it right now. But Kelly's What Are You Into today? Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Saturday night, 8 o'clock. Switch the TV over after a really interesting Broncos-Bills game where the wrong team won. And now the Broncos without a quarterback are going to get their bottoms beat badly by the Patriots. 8 o'clock rolls around. Lumen Field is on fire. And Rashid Shaheed is ready to run a kickback for a touchdown and send the Seattle Seahawks on a trajectory of a nice, high-scoring affair as the Seahawks beat the 49ers at Lumen Field, catapulting them into the conference championship game next Sunday at 6:30. What a night it was. And, I mean, it's undeniable now. The Seahawks are ridiculously good. They are ridiculously good. I hemmed and hawed all season, worried. They're ridiculously good. Their offense is manageable. They have one of the best offensive threats in the league with Jackson Smith and Jigba. They've got a manageable quarterback with Sam Darnold. And by manageable, he's a good quarterback. He's probably not one of the elite quarterbacks of all time. He's a really good quarterback, though. Holy cow. After watching some of the other quarterbacks this weekend, very thankful we have Sam Darnold on the Seahawks. He's way better than a lot of the other quarterbacks who played this weekend. And then we've got the best defense. The best defense. Our defense is insane. They're everywhere. They're all over the place. They're intense. They're crazy. They're on the same page. Mike McDonald has built a defense. I think this is just what Pete Carroll did in the early 2010s. Built a defense that, of course, was filled with guys who fly around and are very athletic, but they're all on the same page. So they all know where they're supposed to be. And so that really makes the well-oiled machine work. The defense is spectacular. The problem is, freaking Caleb Williams couldn't kill the Rams last night. Because the Seahawks are unbelievable. They're so good. And they're so much better than the Patriots and the Broncos. The problem is, the one team we're not clearly better than is going to be in Seattle next weekend for the NFC Championship. Why couldn't anyone kill the Rams? Was it too much to ask, Panthers, to just get a couple more points? Hey, Caleb Williams, was it too much to ask to not throw an interception on a terribly thrown football and just get into field goal range, kick a field goal, and get rid of the Rams in the playoffs? Why was this so much to ask? Because now It's coming next week. And that football game at 6:30 next Sunday night is going to be a brutal one. The Seahawks will be at home, which is great. I'm wondering right now if the Seahawks are even favored in this. I'm assuming they'll be favored by maybe 2.5 points. But come on, this is a divisional rivalry. They have our number. Sean McVay knows how to coach against the Seahawks. Now I'll say Mike McDonald, very good. Very, very good. But Sean McVay knows how to win in Seattle. Matt Stafford has won in Seattle a bunch. The rivalry is real. Puka hates the Seahawks. We hate them. Everyone hates each other in this one. It's set up for just a terribly disappointing game for me. And I'm not very excited for it. Okay, let's see. They don't have the line there. I'm going to say it's Seahawks 2.5. Let's see what we got. Might even be less. Might be 1.5. But I said 2.5. I'm going to stick with 2.5 for the guess. Let's see here. I use sports.yahoo.com. What do you use? Conference champion. Seahawks minus 2.5. There we go. Maybe know too much about gambling. That pretty much means pick 'em. Is what that means. Is that Vegas is like, just pick a winner. We're giving 2.5 points to the Seahawks, 2.5 points to the Seahawks because they're at home. Oh, I'm not excited about this. It's funny. They have on Yahoo, they have faces next to the game. So it has the key players to the game. So in the Patriots-Broncos, it has the best quarterback, best wide receiver, best running back. And in the Patriots-Broncos game, Drake May is the better quarterback statistically. He's featured. Is it J.K. Dobbins? Why can't I ever get his name right? Yeah, J.K. Dobbins, the running back for the Broncos. He's the featured best running back in the game. And Stephon Diggs is for the Patriots is the best wide receiver. So a nice little mix. Not in the Rams Seahawks. It's Matt Stafford, Kyren Williams, Puka Nacua. Even though Jackson Smith and Jigba is better than Puka. Deal with it, Puka fans. So that's a little bit of a bummer. But if they went with defense, it'd be our whole squad. It was a great game. What a nice night just to relax and get to watch a football game, a blowout, and not be nervous. I was nervous the whole day. I didn't have to be nervous during the game. That was very nice. That's not going to be the case next week, and now I get one whole week of sick to my stomach. Ugh. All right, let's check out some comments, shall we, from last week. We will start over on YouTube. Let's see what we've got there. Is there anything? Yes, there is. Roberta says, hooray for the camera. Did I read this? No, I did not read this yet. Hooray for the camera. Waves hi to Kenny. Thank you. Yeah. New dad title, Sean Widmer, faith healer. Creating miracles, healing children. Yeah. The craziness of the car line is running the car the whole time for heat AC while you wait for that hour. Same thing happens at Mark's school with the car line. I don't get it either. I've never been... Okay, let's just talk about that real quick, Roberta. The car line is insane. And I had Roberta and others talk about the car line. No one, I felt good about this. A lot of times I get worried. Someone's that early person listens and they're the early person to the car line. And I forgot an obvious point, and now I'm a jerk. This time it's all agreement. What are you doing showing up over an hour early for the car pickup for your kids? Roberta went on to say, I have never been a hockey fan. I fell in love with the San Jose Sharks logo when they were starting. I bought a shirt down in San Jose at Rite Aid that caused fights in my family as everyone wanted to wear it. Roberta, the San Jose Sharks logo of the shark eating through the hockey stick is a spectacular logo. Great call on that. Great call. Let's go over to Spotify. We'll save our Sean'sLife.com. We got a comment on Sean'sLife.com. So those are always near and dear to my heart. What the heck? Why is Spotify not letting me in to read the comments? Can I do it on my phone? Let's see here. I hope so, because I know there were some comments there. I just got to remember where that app is. All right, there we go. All right, let's see if we can get the comments here. We have got a couple, maybe one. Yes, just one. This is from Kelly M. He said, the best logo was the Sonics with the basketball in the city. My personal... It's right there. If you were watching the video, you can see it. I'm not... I can't do it because I think that's real. And I don't want to fight today. Okay, let's move on with the comments because I will... Oh, my gosh. All right, so let's go to Garrett. Garrett was over at seanslife.com where there's a huge comment box. You can go check it out. And I love getting the comments off that because I worked hard to make that comment box work. And it says this. Here we go. Let's see if Garrett will fall into the same trap as Kelly. For sport, both of my kids are up walking around. We didn't make it. For sports logos, not sure if you meant pro or not, but the Inland Empire 66ers is the Mariners single A affiliate. The logo is a mechanic swinging a wrench, and I love it. A blue, orange, white combo color is sweet. The 66ers. Let me see this. Oh, wow. Yeah. Okay. I thought you meant just swinging a wrench like it was a hammer. Swinging it like a baseball bat. Oh, yeah. Inland Empire 66ers of San Bernardino. Check out that logo. That thing is crazy. That thing goes crazy right there, Garrett. Thank you for that. That's a great answer. Great answer. Okay. Thank you for listening. I've got kids milling around right now that are supposed to be in bed. Gotta go. Bye.